Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, coming to you from the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. What are we doing here? Well, it's the annual Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference. We're going to run to Ypsilanti, Michigan right now, and it's great to have the head eagle on. Brendan, welcome. Brendan Kelly, new president of EMU. Great to have you here. I have 2 degrees from you folks, back when I could afford them.
I have 2 degrees from us too.
Yeah, isn't that great? Honestly. Yeah. Well, you know, at one time it was the supreme teachers college.
Yes.
And I always wanted to teach and coach, and that seemed like a likely place to go. And tremendous stuff. But now it does so much more.
It does. I mean, look at the world has changed, and so should we. Let's be clear. There are 1,500 colleges of education in the United States. We are ranked 84th among them.
Yeah.
And we are still a powerhouse in preparing educators. But we had to expand our portfolio.
Yeah.
I mean, when I went to EMU, when you went to EMU, we didn't have a College of Engineering and Technology. Now we do. That is creating the type of talent pipeline that Michigan desperately needs, especially in southeastern Michigan.
You know, it's interesting, Brenda, because we do a semi-annual survey of businesses, right? Mm-hmm. And we want to know what's challenging them, how they did the last 6 months, and how they're anticipating doing the next 6 months. It's always been, for the last 5 years, we need talent. We need talent. We need talent. Now it is, we're not hiring, but we need talent, which is a message. You know, we got to prepare, and that's where you guys come in.
Okay, we have a lot of challenges in the state of Michigan. We have a lot of challenges in America. So many of those are solved by better preparing people to problem solve and to work through complexity. And that's what we're focused on, both transforming EMU to be and continuing the places where we're getting that right. Business is never going to stop needing talent, but we can be a lot better at being responsive to businesses and anticipating what problems they're trying to solve.
Yeah, absolutely. Give us a little of your background.
Well, I'm from Flint originally.
Okay.
So I went to Eastern Michigan to compete for EMU Forensics, which has been our best team since the 1970s.
Yes.
Certainly wanted to win national championships, and there was no better place to do that than EMU.
Yeah.
But after that, we left Michigan and we went down to Florida and built a career at the University of West Florida in Pensacola for 13 years before becoming chancellor at the University of South Carolina upstate. And then I was appointed interim president at the University of South Carolina, and then spent 5 years as president of the University of West Georgia before becoming president of the Arkansas State University system. So I oversaw 2 four-year universities and 5 community colleges. And that's
a pretty broad spectrum of perspectives, though. That's really...
but you learn a lot about the ecosystem for higher education. I mean, during all of those experiences in different states and different economies, you learn what's fragile and what's strong. You learn what roles universities should play, what they can play, and how they do play. And not all of those are always aligned. I want to make certain that we are in alignment, and having the opportunity to oversee a range of institutions like that taught me a lot. And when we were called back to Michigan, and I say called back because I left an easier job to do a harder one.
Yeah.
And that calling is the meaningful part. You know, this is where we grew up. Both my wife and I, this is where we went to school. Yeah. We want to see that institution thrive. But more importantly, I want to see every single student that we're in service to go and participate in the economy the way employers want them to and the way the students desire.
You know, my wife and I met there too. And let me make it plain. He is an eagle. I'm a Huron. All right. So that's
right.
That's going back a way.
That's right. Just remember, I'm not the president who made that change.
Okay. So. Yeah, that's right. That was controversial at the time. You're right. Kind of interesting. Okay. So people don't realize too sometimes that chancellor is the same as president.
It is.
Right? Because they have a different circumstance.
Yep. Interchangeable term depending on the state or system you're in.
Yeah. Okay. So where would be your focus at this point? And I know it's new. I don't mean to throw this at you, but there are some things I know in the back of your head you're looking at and saying, we got to go here, we got to go there.
Oh, there's a lot. One, the transformation of the student experience which I believe can be greatly elevated at Eastern Michigan University. But more important, it is a total focus on addressing every dimension of a student's life while they are in college. That's part of what a university is going to do in the 21st century. It's not just about credit hours and credentials. It's very much about giving somebody the seeds and foundation for their life.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that we align with that. It is making certain that we are the best partner to business and the communities we're in service to of any institution in America, not just in the state of Michigan. And that is opening ourselves up to change constantly and being a much more dynamic institution so we can meet those needs.
We're going to help you with that bringing business to the table thing, because that's who we talk to. And that's who we reach with. Brenda Kelly, the new president at Eastern
That's right.
Michigan University. Welcome aboard, bud.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Eagle or not, welcome aboard. All right. We are broadcasting from the Mackinac Island. Actually, we're at the Grand Hotel for the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference. I'm Chris Holman, and you're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network.